Hi, this is my video on the US Gear zip mount. Now this particular mount is to put your action camera on, and this mount is unique because it does not need any kind of screws or bolts at all to be screwed to your handlebars or to the frame of the bike or to your e-scooter. It simply uses this kind of large kind of zip tie with rubber mounts on there, rubber grips on there, just to place. And it's also very easy to remove. Now I bought this for my e-scooter mainly to go on the stem rather than the handlebars, and I needed something that can take the circumference of the stem. So this is why I bought this particular mount. Now I'll quickly go around the box. We have a picture of the mount itself, a guy on an APT showing you that you can put that onto them. We have a QR code, and if you put your phone into camera setting and go over the QR code, it will just bring you up to the actual website, and it just tells you more about the actual mount and other products that they sell. We have the technical specifications here. I'll just quickly run through. It can fit up to a 2-inch diameter bar, and it weighs 2.56 ounces, and I hope that's clear. And on the back here, it just tells you about the mount and the little points that we have a 1/4-inch thread. We have an adjustable rotating head, so you can rotate the head in any direction, 360 degrees. We have an unlocking pin here, and they call it the zip release. We have the zip strap here. We also get a 1/4-inch thread GoPro tripod mount, and also the thumb screw. And on the back, just basically saying suited for action cameras, and the 1/4-inch thread is suited for normal cameras and video cameras. Now you can put on this a 360-degree camera on there, but personally I wouldn't, but you can put on there, but I wouldn't do that, so it's up to you. Now this is what you get in the box, and I'll start from the bottom and work up to the top. First of all, we get a 3-year warranty, limited warranty card. Now this 3-year warranty card, you're going to have to go on the site using the code here, the QR code, and register the item, which technically means where you bought it from, the date that you bought it from, and how much you paid. And once you've done that, it is covered for 3 years for damages and that. So I would suggest that you do that first, so you get that card. We get a little leaflet card which has the model number, which you're going to need that to obviously register the item for your 3-year warranty. So you just get a little instruction manual here. And we now get as I said before, we get a GoPro to a 1/4-inch thread tripod mount. Now this mount is made out of plastic, and it has a smaller base than the normal standard ones that you can get off eBay or Amazon, which you can get. It's small to fit, obviously, the circumference of the actual mounting plate here. Now, personally, I would swap this out and get a metal one, especially if you're going to use it on a mountain bike or a BMX or any other bike or machinery or whatever that you're using that's going to take a rough and take a tumble and whatever. I would swap this one out. Even though it's good plastic it's made out of, I would swap it for a metal one. I like how it has an enclosed cap on this, so you don't see the thread. The actual nut is encased in this cap here, which is quite good. And I also like the thumb screw that you get. It's a different color to the mount, as you can see. It's in a gray, and it's you rarely get gray ones. And I like how it's nice, shorter. It's shorter than your standard one, And also I like how these little notches here, your fingers can really grab into these even with gloves on. So I like that. That is really good from USA Gear. And now we come to the actual unit itself. And as you can see, we have the massive zip tie, or what they call zip strap here, with these grips here with those teeth. And the actual zip tie has teeth on both sides. So it's, there it is. It actually has teeth on both sides. So as you pull it, you hear it locking, and it does not come out in any way. The only way you can release this is by pressing on these two release points here, and then you can just simply pull the whole thing out like so. Now you can remove these as well. These slide out and they're made out of rubber. Let's hope and try and get that into focus. And they're made out of rubber, and obviously you can see that they're a different color to the actual strap. They're in a gray. And we have this loop here which helps you to pull it across while it's in there, to pull it tight. Now on the underneath, and as you can see yourself, it has a pivot here, a hinge here to help it hinge it round onto your bars or on the stem. That's where I've put mine. And we have a nice rubber grip here, very, very grippy. These are very, very grippy. So we have that, and we have at the top here, we have the adjustment mount here. Now you can turn it anti-clockwise, and this helps. You've got to really release it, and this helps to move this top part in any direction that's required. And then when you chosen your direction, simply screw down and it locks that into place. We have the mount here with the 1/4 inch thread with a nice rubber platform on the top. The entire unit, apart from the screw thread, is made out of plastic. It's a good quality plastic. It's not a cheap plastic. It does feel good. It does feel sturdy, especially this main bottom part here. It does. There is, as I said, I've already quoted you the weight of it, but in your hand, it does have some weight to it. We have the branding of US Gear written on the side there. And as I stated before, you can move these particular grips round to suit your bar that you're placing it on. Now I bought this from my actual scooter, and as you can see, I placed this on the stem, and it is and as I said, it can go up to a 2-inch diameter stem, and I placed my GoPro Hero 8 on there on the stem rather than on the handlebars. Now the removal of this, when you get it, it is literally like this in the bag. Now to remove or to adjust, to make the adjustment, you simply press down on these two release buttons here, pull back, and that's how you release and take off your camera. Now personally, I bought this because where I place my scooter at work and lock it up, I don't want to leave this on the handlebars, nor do I want to leave my camera on the handlebars unless my intention is to let it get stolen. So as you can see, with this, I can simply take the whole entire unit off, place that in my bag, and then when it comes to coming back to use the scooter or my bike, simply thread that through and then pull on this to the tightness that I require. And as I said, it ratchets itself down. Obviously, it won't look like this on your bike. It will sit more like that on your bike or e-scooter or whatever you need to put it on the bar. It will sit more like that. And there, this will be securely locked into place. And if you need to make an adjustment, because I would have, as you can see in the video, I have my GoPro Hero 8 on this, and my camera is facing up that way. But if you have it on the handlebars, obviously it's going to sit out and face there, but you can make that adjustment with this 360-degree adjustment screw or knob here to turn the camera in any direction that you require. Personally, I think this US Gear zip mount for your action camera, to me, is one of the best mounts to have, because you can simply easily remove it and place it back on, not only back into the position that you want it, but in any other position that you need it on your bike or scooter. Now we're at the point of my video. This is my 2p worth on the US Gear zip mount for your action camera. Personally, I'll start off with the negatives. The only negatives that I have with this, and there's only a few of them on there, is that this particular mount up here that they give you, the tripod 1/4 inch screw mount, is made out of plastic. It would have been better if it was made out of metal. And the second one has to be the actual mounting system that the 1/4 inch thread is on. So this little stem here, I'll try and get it into shot. This little stem here is also made out of plastic. Now, they could have done what a company such as Smarttree has done, where they make their particular ball head, because it's kind of like a ball head. They made that out of metal. This would have been brilliant if they made this out of metal and even charged £3 more for it, and this would have been good. The actual bottom bit, I have to put onto the plus side. It is really, really good, so I'll come to that later. And them are the only two negatives that I really got about this. Not even the price, because I have gone through quite a few of these and I haven't even bothered to review them, because personally I think, one, the money what they were selling for on Amazon was too much money for it, and they're just not worth it. And if you've got an e-scooter, and everybody will know that most e-scooters, the bars are not like your standard size bars that you get on any kind of bike. They're a lot thinner, so you have to rely on so much packing to make up the circumference of the bar to attach any kind of camera mount or even a phone mount on there. So at least with that, and once it's attached on there, you can just leave it. As I said, you can leave it on there, but you have to remove your camera. At least with this, if I choose to, I can remove the whole entire unit so nobody could steal this. So to me, that is a plus. There's my pluses, and I've just said one a minute ago. The main plus with this is that you can remove the entire unit with your camera. You don't have to leave it on your scooter or on your bike at all. The whole entire unit can be removed, and that is, to me, is really good and really great. So that, to me, thumbs up for that one. Another plus is with this, you don't have to rely on packing, any kind of packing, and you can move this to any position on your bike there and then. You don't have to rely on spanners or a screwdriver or an Allen key to release this mount and then to redo it, because that's where time is spent, just releasing the mounts and moving them. I know you can get some mounts with a screw, like a kind of thumb screw, and that releases. That's quite good as well in one respect. But at least with this, you got this kind of zip tie configuration, which is brilliant. So that's another thumbs up for US Gear. Another positive is that you get, obviously with this, you're getting a 1/4 inch screw thread anyway, but you're getting a GoPro style mount and thumb screw, so you don't have to look for that. But which will throw into the negative is it is made out of plastic. So if you're going to get this, and you are going to keep it on something like your mountain bike or BMX or even on an e-scooter, swap out that and get yourself a metal one. I personally would get a metal one of these. So if you happen to have the US Gear zip mount for your action camera, please let us know down in the comment section what you think about it, because your thoughts are different to your opinions. Sorry, thoughts. Your opinions are different to my opinions. So please state that down in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. I perfectly understand my videos can be long, but I like to go into detail to save you the trouble of when you buy the product, you know what to expect. So that's why my videos are long. Please subscribe to the channel and I'll see you next time.